Yeah, Paul, an excellent 3-0 win, early goal as well. How pleased are you at overall?
Yeah, I was delighted. I thought from the off, I thought we really took the game to them. We should have had a goal before. Nathan's had a free header from a corner. Um, but then, to be fair to AJ, Tuesday night where he goes through early doors and he hits it straight at the keeper, he's done what he should do, and that's go round the keeper. And he's took it round him and he's slotted it great. But we played some really good stuff for the first 20-25 minutes. We played some really good stuff. The drinks break kind of took us out of a little bit of a flow. We allowed them a little bit of a foothold without creating a chance. They flashed one across the goal where Mo Ali's defended great on the back post and seeing it out. But other than that, I don't think they've had many attempts on goal until Scott Maloney pulls off a great reaction save in the last minute.
Yeah.
I think that may have been his one and only save, which again is testament to not just to the defence but how hard the team's working and how much of a good shape we're playing with. And because when we haven't got the ball, teams aren't playing through us, they're not going round us, and when you consider who we've got missing, there's good signs there.
Great for Callum as well to get back in the goals, his first in Skelmersdale, and the first goal was a real striker's instinct, getting ahead of the keeper.
It's a great goal, great ball. It's enticed the keeper in, young lad, it's enticed to come and get it, and he's never getting it from the flight. He's set off late, and Cal, to be fair to him, a lot of people don't give him the credit he deserves because he's good in the air, reading situations, he gets up well, and he's just nodded it in from a great ball, and that really sets you up. And I thought in the second half we could have had a few more.
Yeah. You mentioned it was a little bit stretched in terms of numbers, injuries, and Troy suspended. The Ali brothers were playing at full back, so they seemed to have a really solid game there in a less familiar position for them.
They're very reliable, dependable lads. You know what you're going to get, you know what you're not going to get, which is equally as important. But I just encourage them to feed the lads who are in front of them, keep passing it to Stevie whenever possible. Because I don't need to ask them to defend, because they know how to defend. They're both good, strong 1v1 defenders. A couple of crosses went in, but nothing too much. When you consider we've come away to a side who had a great win last week, we've limited them. We've really had a really top class performance today.
Yeah. And Stevie Hewitt was back in and really ran the show in midfield, set up the first goal.
Yeah, he was outstanding. Every bit of good play went through him. He was probing all the time. He was not just with what he's done on the ball, but he's getting back in. He's reading situations. He's taking it off the striker's feet when they're trying to hold it up. Everything about him was class today, and that's what we want from him. Because to be fair, before that he'd been a little bit off by his standards, in my opinion as well. So for him to obviously miss the last couple and then come in and show that level of performance, that's because, like I say, like you said, with who we've got missing, Casper was outstanding on Tuesday and he's missing. You've got Sean missing. Perry and Joel weren't right, but wanted to play, wanted to be part of it. You've got Kai out, you've got Troy out. You've got a lot of players there who would be, you'd be looking at to start. But credit to everyone today. I thought we were outstanding.